in this video we're going to show you why match and index is such a powerful combination in Excel. So the file we're going to use is product lookup temp, and we're going to basically show you how to do a two-way lookup two different ways. So what we've got up here is 4 basketball players: Kevin Durant, Kobe Bryant, Michael Jordan, LeBron James, and sales of their jerseys or bobblehead dolls, whatever you want to call it, excuse me, in January through June. What we'd like to do is be able to type in the name of the player, like Kobe Bryant, and the month, let's say June, and get the product sales. And what we're going to do is break a big formula up into a couple of little formulas, and then we'll do another example with one sort of mega formula. And I'm not sure which approach is better for you. I guess it depends how much sleep I had. Sometimes I can write big mega formulas and not screw them up, but I think it's easier to find mistakes if you break things up into smaller formulas. Okay, so here's the key on match and index. Okay, see, I've got Kobe Bryant. That's the second row of this data. Okay, now I think I've got some, I have a range name, which we haven't discussed yet, so I'd just like to delete that. Okay, we will discuss range names later. Okay, so I got Kobe Bryant. It's the second row of the data, and June is the 6th column. And so how can I use match and index? Well, index, if you knew the row and the column, could tell you what Kobe sold in June, which is this number right here. But we don't know the row and column immediately, but the match function lets us figure it out. If I say match Kobe in column A, I'll get a 2. If I say match June in row 3, I'll get a 6, and then I can use index. So that's why index and match is such a powerful combination. So to find the row of the player, I'd say match the player's name. And I'd say right here, so Kobe is going to be number 2 there. And then the column of the player, I'm going to say match, the month, match June in this array, comma 0, don't forget the comma 0. So Kobe's row 2 and June is column 6, so then I'm ready for index. So I'll say index in this range. Here's the row, and here's the column, and it should say 814. It does. So if I change this to Michael Jordan in April, it should change, and it does to 912, which is right. And you probably have a question: if I would add new players or add new months, could I make this formula work automatically? And that involves something called the Excel table feature, which we'll get to later in these videos. But for now, just don't worry about that. So basically, I broke up this problem into 3 formulas. But what about if I want to do it in one big formula? So let's return to our first example of index function where we have distances between cities. So let's type in the names of 2 cities, A Tale of Two Cities, right? By Charles Dickens. Never read it. Maybe I looked at the Cliff Notes. Okay, and I want the distance between them. I'm going to do one big formula. So see, here I separated the match function out in a different cell than the index function formula. Here I'll put them all together. So I'll do Boston and let's say LA. So the distance from Boston to LA should be 3,036. So I do an index function on this array. Okay, now which row? I want to match the first city in this column, comma 0. And then which column, in other words, that's the row number of this array, and the column number, I would match the second city. In the U.S., we call the second city Chicago, but the second city on my list, comma 0. And I need one right paren there, I think, to close that. See, that says 3,026 Boston to L.A. Now, if I would change that to be L.A. to Miami, I get 2757. So that works. Now, which method is better? I couldn't care less. I mean, one big formula, if you can do that without making a mistake, that's probably better. But I mean, you're so much less likely to make a mistake if you break things up. But that's really your prerogative. I mean, it's whether you should break up the formula into multiple formulas or do one big formula, I think, as they say, is in the eye of the beholder, just like beauty. So that concludes this video, and we'll have 2 more examples of the match function that combined with the index function in one of them. And then we'll finally use match type not equal 0 to solve an interesting problem.
Okay, so thanks for watching, and there's a free course, a free 21-day course from Dr. Winston, and all of these videos are coming from one of three books. So first, this one, which you can see here at the top of the screen, Microsoft's book, which has 355 reviews, and then it's, let's see, 4.6 stars. It's coming from this book as well, his marketing analytics book, which is down here, and you can sort of see 4.5, or his newest book, his analytics stories book, which is here. And with that one, you can see it's 4 point something, or maybe even 5. I don't think it's 5. Yeah, 4.8. And so, yeah, anyways, in the description, there's a free 21-day course from Dr. Winston, or you can go to excelwithwayne.com/free, and it'll be there. But again, thanks for watching, and if you have any questions, just please let us know. Thanks.